Okay, hi. We have like 3 signs. Oh, sorry. We have 3 signs left to go. It's either Gemini, Taurus, or Sagittarius, which means we've reached that point where I'm going to do the following. If we shake air, it's going to be Gemini. If we shake earth, it's going to be Taurus. And if we shake fire, it's going to be Sagittarius. This is your September general reading. We're going to do things with the Celtic cross this time around so I can clarify a little bit. Things are not going any faster. It just means I can clarify. So we'll use Elle Oracle. We'll use I Am Power Pack for affirmations. Then we'll roll into the whole, like, you know, the thing where we do the reading itself. And then we'll do some magnetic poetry. Haha! And we actually rolled Taurus. So it's your turn, Taurus. Awesome. Please check out your rising, moon, and Venus sign for additional messages. You can find out what those are by going to a place like Cafe Astrology. What else do you need to know? Oh yeah, if you want to donate to the channel, the only place to do so is through my PayPal account, which you can find only in the description box of the video. I will be opening up personal readings after I finish all of the September general readings. But again, we'll never reach out to you personally asking for donations or to approach. I will never approach you for personal readings personally. So that's something that scammers do. So watch out for that kind of thing. All right. What else do you need to know? That's about it. I think that's about it. Yeah. So we're good to go. Let's get started, shall we? You might be a Aries, Taurus cusp individual because I'm still hearing staying power in my ear. Oh, I'm clairaudient, clairsentient, and claircognizant, which means that if I hear ringing on my right side, that those are messages from people I know that have passed on. When I hear it on this side over here, that means that it's messages from my spirit guides, guardian angels, whatever you want to call them. Okay, let's get going. So for Taurus, what is your oracle message from the Elle Oracle for the month of September? Taurus. I really like the artwork on these, but I'm not going to read from the book. Just not. I'm just not going to do it. It's okay. It's just fine. Let's see here. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is your oracle message? Okay. Valencia, she who stands, resolute, implacable, determined. Here you go. A little bit of a warrior of sorts. Okay. All right. Oh, sorry. It's getting late. It's getting late. All right. All right. What is your affirmation? Affirmations should be done daily. You can do them kind of like, you know, at the same time every day. It helps to kind of, you know, be on a routine of sorts when you're doing them. Sorry, this is just a little too bright for my liking. I know my eyes are going to start getting funny and weird. There we go. That's better. Okay. I'm going to cut the deck for this. For you, Taurus, what is your affirmation to get you through September? I know it's a little weird. I'm doing everything not in order this time. Usually I do the affirmation last, next to our magnetic poetry, but I'm not going to this time. Doing things a little differently. We'll take the middle pile first. And yours is, I am strong. Okay. Okay. You're strong. We got it. We got it. All right. Using the Joie de Vivre Tarot for you, I did select 2 decks that I was going to use for the main portion of the spread. I just wanted them to be brighter, more colorful. It's been a long time since I used Light Seer's Oracle. Sorry. Why did I do that before? I did that for another person's reading too. It'd be cool if Light Seer's deck, like Chris Ann did an Oracle deck that was the same. But no, I decided to use the Light Seer's for one of the other signs, or some of the other signs. You're getting the Joie de Vivre because that's just the way it shook out today. Okay? Let's see here. And if you didn't already notice, yeah, I chopped all my hair off and then I bleached it. Well, I didn't bleach it. I had somebody dye it you know, I just needed change. So that's what I did. Yeah, I'm going gray enough that it's getting, I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know why I'm knocking on it. It's okay. Whatever. Twist for fairness. I just needed change. I'm going gray. And, you know, it's time to just admit that, you know, there's just too much gray to keep up with being a brunette. And actually what you used to see was my virgin hair color. So I hadn't dyed my hair in like years. So anyway, you might be dealing with a little bit of change in your appearance right now. Some change will do you good. Present energy for you, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the present energy for you? By the way, I'm not allowing any more than 2, limiting it to 2 flippers or jumpers instead of 3, which I normally do. Almost had some right there for you. Present energy. King of Wands in the reverse. Leo energy, especially in this deck, I see it as Leo energy. Sometimes I also see the King of Wands as Aries energy, but here, Leo energy. I kind of feel like this is a little bit of that tyrannical energy, feeling a little bit like a leading with fear atmosphere happening around you, or like that might be where you're leaning into. It's just a feeling of a loss of control over one's temper, or a loss of control in and of itself, not really feeling like you're standing in your self-empowered place at this time. Could also be a loss of temper. What is blocking you at this time? Don't worry, we will clarify. I'm going to use a Deviant Moon Tarot for that. Sorry, I've done a lot of readings today, so my teeth are kind of not in my mouth. You know what I mean? Like I'm having trouble chatting, talking. 5 of Coins. You're feeling left out in the cold or excluded in some way. It's a feeling rather than a reality. Like I said before, not feeling empowered, not feeling that self-empowerment energy. And that's what the 5 of Coins in the upright is the loss of the feeling of empowerment that you have within yourself. You are absolutely empowered to include yourself, to remain engaged, and also to take yourself and remove yourself from the cold, to bring yourself back in. It's a victimhood mindset, okay? You have to realize your power. Do not forget your power, all right? So that's something that you do need to kind of realize. This is a feeling rather than a reality, you know? What's top of mind for you, Taurus? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Don't worry, the depth will come when we get to the clarifiers if everything spits out super fast for you. Remember, you are she who stands right now. You have to be resolute. You have to be determined. That was your oracle message. And then your affirmation is to be strong. So it's definitely something that is top of mind for you. What is top of mind for you as far as tarot says? Let's see. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Oh, whoa, whoa. Okay, we had one. You're not following your intuition. There's something that's hidden. This is Piscean energy, the High Priestess. You're not following your intuition. Maybe it's that you cannot tap into your intuition at this time, and normally you might be quite talented when it comes to that. You might feel right now that you can't connect with your intuition as you normally would. Or you might feel that there are secrets being kept, or things are being hidden, or you might be the secret keeper, you know, but there are things coming to light right now. Secrets being revealed, perhaps. But you're not feeling like you can tap into your intuition as you normally would. That's what's top of mind for you right now. What's hidden from your awareness? Is this 2? Is this 2? It's 2. Aries and Aquarius had this also, this 8 of Cups in the upright. That's walking away from something that would normally be considered emotional fulfillment in order to better serve yourself, connect with yourself and your self-love, and walk towards something that is of greater emotional fulfillment. Sorry, the glare is kind of intense right now on these cards because it's nighttime. that's what's hidden from your awareness. It's either that you need to walk away from something to move into greater emotional fulfillment and to connect back with your own self-value, or somebody else is doing this. Hierophant energy. This is your card, actually. Permission versus not permission. You're not giving yourself. Are you not giving? Is it the need to give yourself permission to walk away from something that would normally provide you with emotional fulfillment? Because that could very well be the case here. Some people read this as a marriage card and in the reverse, divorce. I don't necessarily think that's the case. I think this is about our philosophies, our beliefs, connectedness with the church, seeking sage advice and counsel from somebody who would be a therapist or somebody who is very wise. Highly structured, institutionalized religions, or just the institution in and of itself. But there is a questioning of belief here. And I think that's why there is an urge to stand in that Eight of Cups energy, right? I think so. That's hidden from your awareness right now. So it's either somebody else is feeling that way or you're feeling that way. Or it's the harbinger that that needs to happen. That's not for me to decide. That's for you to kind of suss out for yourself. You know, which energy is it? Is it your energy or not? Don't know. In the recent past, for you Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. By the way, I already discerned that I'm not going to continue with the Celtic cross spread. I'm not really. Normally, I would be a fan of this if I was doing like a reading for somebody one-on-one. I'm not really loving it for recording with. I don't like it. I don't get to read the dignities like I would with my regular use. You know what I mean? In the recent past. Is that too? It is. The Sun in the Chariot. Leo energy. Leo, Cancerian, Cusper. I had this in the Capricorn spread as somebody that was surrounding them. In the recent past, this is somebody that you might have been connecting with. A Cancer, Leo, Cusp individual. This is card, except for this is the Sun instead of Strength. That's the only difference. This is a change of address, travel, movement forward. The direct translation would be moving forward towards your happiness, moving forward towards a personal fulfillment of a cherished wish. This is the Yes card in the tarot. Some people say this is also the happiest card in the tarot. But this is action. This is movement forward towards a goal, sometimes speedily moving towards a goal, or moving forward in general. But I always see this as a change of address card, Taurus. So you might have relocated in the past or been considering relocating in the past in order to fulfill something of a wish. There's illumination here as well, because everything that the sun touches is illuminated. There are no shadows. It's moving towards your happiness. In the recent past, you were urged to move towards your happiness. Urged to move towards wish fulfillment. 2 weeks out for you in the near future. I read this next one as 2 weeks out. I just do. I always have. Ace of Cups, beginning or rekindling of a beginning or the beginning of a new phase of an emotional relationship. I see that key up there above that cup. This doesn't necessarily always have to be a romantic relationship. Sometimes it's just considered a friendship or a family dynamic. But it is a beginning or a new beginning within a pre-existing connection. It's something that makes you extremely joyous. It could be something that you're witnessing as opposed to being a part of. You know? But the cup runneth over. It's an outpouring of joy that's happening here with it. It's the key to happiness. What's an extension of your present right now for you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? I'll face the ashes, by God. Something is killing me. Face the ash again. See here. Come on, talk to me, Taurus. I don't want to have to pull a card. I never pull cards. There we go. Death. There's an ending. An ending is nigh. In the present. There's an ending that's nigh. There's something ending so that something can begin anew. You're traveling towards this ending. Endings so that new things can begin. Transformation. So it's Scorpio energy here. It's bittersweet because there's the flower there as well. It's bittersweet. There's something good about it. There's something joyous about it at the same time. Peaceful. Almost. That's what I get there. Who's surrounding it this time, Taurus? There's that two only. Six of Swords in the reverse with Justice. Somebody who is coming into balance, equilibrium, Libra energy. Someone who is encountering fairness at this time, truth. Somebody who is dealing with a court case, perhaps. Sitting in stagnant energy, though, not moving forward or returning. Returning to face justice or returning to get justice for a wrongdoing or to regain their balance after a period of stagnancy. Hopes and fears for you. I'm getting two on these. Hopes and fears. That if you don't follow your intuition, there may be a lack of communication. Sorry, this is a weird angle to do this on. It's making me shake. Lack of communication or blocked communication as a result of not following your intuition. This is considered, for me, a Piscean, Scorpio masculine energy. Somebody who follows their intuition when it comes to their heart space. They're so secure with their emotions that they can do nothing but follow that urge. Okay? And because you hadn't followed your urge, there's a lack of communication. And that could be your fear. Here. And maybe you hope not to. Maybe it's the inverse of that. Maybe you hope to just leave things best left unsaid in a specific scenario. Okay, in the future, the outcome, I always take 3 for this, and it's usually about 6 months out. Outcome, future outcome, moving out of September. Taurus. Two of Cups, no meeting of the two. There's a meeting that isn't occurring in the future. Oopsie, that's not supposed to happen like that. Don't worry, we'll clarify it all. Making pretty good time. So I'll be able to clarify it all. No problem. Tell me more. What else for Taurus? Judgment, decision. You've just, there's a need to make a decision, and the decision you decided not to. Trumpeter's call. There's deliberation that has to happen here. Following, okay, you were supposed to meet with somebody and you didn't. And following that meeting, you now have a decision to make about how you would like to proceed moving forward. Because somebody didn't show up to a meeting of the two. Two minds were supposed to meet and somebody didn't show up to that meeting. So now you're forced to make a decision. Yeah? What else finally? What is last card? Ended up with two. I knew that was going to happen as soon as I said, what's the last card? Page of Swords in the reverse, Fool in the reverse. You see that? Page of Swords in reverse, Fool in reverse. It's raining. Willful ignorance. Deciding not to look into something too much, deciding not to research something for the purposes of learning, because it's playing it safe not to. It's best not to. You're deciding that. You're determining that. The Fool is typically taking a risk, calculated risks, or any risk at all for the purpose of learning or for the adventurous spirit. Embarking on the journey of the Fool in order to learn. You're not doing so. You don't even want to look into it. It's like you need to make a decision, but you're not doing the proper research into it. You're just going to take the high road. Take the high road. Or also you've decided not to look into something or research something when it comes to your deliberation that you're going to make, because you're going to play it safe and just choose the safest option, the safest alternative option, or the safest of the lesser of two evils. You don't even need to look into it. You just know that there's decision A, decision B, and one of them is more risky than the other, and so you're just going to go for the one that's less risky. Okay. Overall energy. Oh, there's an air of sneakiness here, but maybe it's like narrowly escaping. Sometimes when I read this deck, I see it as somebody narrowly escaping, because I see this as like the tail feathers, even though it looks like it, you know, upon further inspection, it might just be the hill with the two swords sitting there and the 5 on his back. I feel like this is somebody narrowly escaping in the night under the cloak of night. At least that's the way I see it. Sometimes this is often looked at as dishonesty, treachery, sneakiness, the thief in the night. But here I'm seeing it as somebody who is escaping some calamity of some sort, as opposed to somebody being dishonest. Okay, let's clarify for you. Deviant Moon deck, I don't read in the reverse. It's pretty, sorry, this is bugging me. I have like a piece of skin. Just a sec. It's just gonna bug me the whole time. It's fine. It's fine. Iced tea. Okay, yeah, I don't read this deck in the reverse. I'm not gonna take those, that was an accident. I don't read this deck in the reverse because I don't often have to. It kind of just makes sense when you get the cards, if it should be one way or another. Okay. We're going to look at this King of Wands energy in the reverse first. and why you're sitting in that energy. It's like a lack of empowerment. And it's interesting because your obstacle is lack of empowerment. You're sitting in a lack of self-empowered energy because you're sitting in a victimhood mindset. You know, that's kind of what it is. You know what I mean? Could even just be that it's the mindset itself. It's not actually a reality. It's almost like the Five of Coins is like an Eight of Swords, which is interesting to me. Okay, King of Wands in the reverse. Tell us why. Why are you sitting in that energy right now? Because there have been endings. There have been harsh endings. There have been completions of cycles. This is your energy as well as Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius, fixed energy. Endings that you didn't want to see happen. You were quite comfortable where you were. You're quite comfortable with the way things were. Fixed signs usually are. They don't like a lot of change. Feeling powerless to stop it. But the completion of cycles is going to happen anyway. That's just the nature of the way things work, right? Tell us more about that. Tell me more about that. You feel intuitively compelled to walk away as a result. Walk away from something of great emotional fulfillment. Intuitively compelled to. Because your feelings, your heart just isn't in it anymore. How can you get out of this mindset of feeling left out in the cold, excluded, or like you're helpless to affect change in your own circumstances here? It's a feeling, it's not the reality, but what's the deal with that? What is the why on it? Oh, we don't read them in the reverse because there's been conflict. There have been arguments and disagreements. And you weren't able to impact, sway people to see your side. So you feel kind of stuck at an impasse or stagnancy. There's there's like a crossroads that you're at. And you feel you either cannot see which way is the best direction to travel in, or you're not moving. You're choosing to sit with the classic Rider-Waite interpretation. The swords folded in front of you across your chest, and a blindfold on, refusing to move in either direction as a result of the conflict. Somebody disagreed with you. You weren't able to affect change through reason. You weren't able to sway somebody to see your side in a situation. So now there's no movement forward for you. So your mindset has suffered as a result. Secrets coming to light and intuition, a lack of intuition there with that High Priestess in the reverse. Tell us about that up top. Tell me more about that for Taurus. Sun, Moon, rising Venus. See, there's that ambiguity again. Options, two options. Ambiguity about energies. Two different outcomes. The secret is, what is hidden is that there are two different outcomes. Things could go either way. Things could go either way. This is also being a member of a club or an organization with a button or an insignia of some sort. It doesn't feel right that there is so much ambivalence. The uncertainty, that's what's hidden. And that's what's come to light, is that there is so much uncertainty and nobody can actually say for sure if it's going to be one thing or another. Tell me more. I don't even know what this one thing or another is. It's got to do with your independence. Your feeling of the ability, like I said before, your ability to affect change in your own life, your own circumstances, and this is tied to your monetary value or your legacy or what you've built upon the earth that is tangible. Typically it's about your independence and your ability to stand on your own 2 feet. There's too much ambiguity with it. Nobody can provide you with solid answers about what the outcome is going to be. And you can't intuitively say for certain how that is going to work out. You don't like that it's messing with your stability, your ability to feel independent. Tell us about what's hidden here. That 8 of Cups and the Hierophant reverse. Who is walking away? It's messing with your faith in philosophies and beliefs that you've had. Ambition, determination, drive. Capricorn, feminine energy. That's what's hidden from your awareness. Walking away from, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to clarify further. I don't get why that would be the case. Direct translation, walking away from something that would normally be great emotional fulfillment because of a loss of belief in something that was a philosophy, that it was a great faith for somebody. There was determination, hard work, Capricorn. It's connected to the Capricorn. It's connected to the Pentacle. Tell me more. That's what's hidden from your awareness, though. It's not something that you're aware of. This is a wish card. This is happiness. This is warmth. This is the sun. I'm kept in the dark about decisions. Hidden from your awareness. You lost your trust and faith in something that should have been linked to ambition, determination, and hard work. It dawned on you. Anything else on that? So it's only logical? It's only logical? The wishes and happiness and logic over emotion. The logical thing to do, hidden from your awareness, walk away. Walk away from emotional fulfillment and exercise self-love. Because you cannot hold out faith and hope in something based on your determination, hard work, and ambition alone. You cannot wish on something and just know that it'll come true, even though we know that the sun always comes out the next day. But if we can't have faith that the sun's going to come out, we must be logical and strategic in our thinking. I don't know. It's hidden from your awareness, right? So tell me about this recent past, because you have the sun and the chariot there too. There was a cherished wish and happiness, and you were moving towards it in the recent past. There was supposed to be a peace offering, a timepiece, a communication about something tangible that was linked to hard work, and it resulted in heartbreak. A small token. It's like for what it's worth. It's like somebody communicates something in the past about, well, for what it's worth. It's almost like somebody appeasing you for your pain after you're attempting to move towards your wish fulfillment and warmth towards the sun. Well, for what it's worth, It's like they're offering up a piece of tangible advice or a count your blessings type of statement after great pain has befallen you. The victory, homecoming, celebration of triumph and success. Something is communicated to you while your back is turned at work about this. This isn't the past. Triumph over adversity. For what it's worth, da 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 da. In comes the communication. Oh no. Anyway, Ace of Cups. There's too many. That one's stuck on the board, and one is flipped. Pain. Being on guard and apprehensive against pain, even though you have a beginning happening. There's a beginning of a relationship, but being on guard and apprehensive against pain. Great pain and heartbreak, loss, disappointment. Something new beginning or rekindling in an existing relationship, friendship, professional relationship. It's something of great emotional fulfillment, that beginning. But you're on guard and you're apprehensive, like a wounded warrior. Anticipating fully that it will result in great pain, heartbreak, loss, grief. Why? Why are you on guard? Because there's been gossip. Sometimes I read this as celebratory energy. A lot of people will read the Three of Cups as cheersing and celebrating and all of their stuff like that. It's also a hen party. Usually it's depicted as three individuals who are female, like a hen party. Gossip, three sisters chatting about other people. Because, you know, there will be chatter, or there has been chatter about it. Why? Why would there be? Why? Why? Tell me more about it. I got two flippers and one on the board. It's a contract of some sort. It's something built upon the earth. Tangible. It's a meeting of the two. Because it was based on a meeting of the two. After movement forward to escape a situation that was burning in its wake. Some might feel there's favoritism or nepotism involved. That's why the gossip. The contract came out. It was a result of two people meeting up together after somebody moved forward from something that was a disaster for a better scenario. Do you see? See there? That's burning, and they're moving forward to a better land of promise. Meeting up with somebody. Oops. Okay, what is this death card? What is this ending happening in the present? Don't you dare fucking do to me what the other people did. It's got to do with work. It's got to do with something that you either put work into or an effort, a great effort. It doesn't necessarily have to be an end to it, but it could be a transformation or a rebirth of sorts. It doesn't necessarily mean, but it can often mean a great change that sees a former way of things passing. For the former things have passed. That's from Revelation in the Bible. There will be tears. It's actually from that verse in the Bible. Revelation, I can't remember it. It's been a long time since I've read the Bible, guys. What else? Anything else on that? Give us some more. Shed some more light on that. Shed some more light on that one. Trying to do something you put great effort into. Yeah, it's a twist of fate. Luck would have it. It's random. It's a selection process. It's a randomized selection process in the present. Okay. Here's this person that you're surrounded by that has the Justice and Six of Swords in the reverse. They're returning back to something in order to gain justice, fairness, equilibrium, balance. Tell us more about this. Somebody who is keeping their cards close to their chest. Time is like a broken watch. I make money like Fred Astaire. Take you on a cruise. So somebody who is keeping their plans close to them or needs to save money or has been saving up, is trying not to share a great deal. And they've got decisions that are nigh for them. The Trumpeter's call. Sagittarian energy. Libra to Sagittarius. Could have Scorpio in their chart. It's a decision though. Somebody who makes decisions and has to protect those decisions from prying eyes. High deal. Why did I say that? I said high deal. That's not good. This is somebody who has to harbor a great deal of confidentiality, is what I really meant to say there. Anything else? I didn't mean to say that. Self-deception. They deceive themselves a lot. Whoever this is. They have decisions to make, but they're deceiving themselves a lot. White flag. There's a need for surrender. They don't want to surrender something. They don't want to give up something that has to do. One of these decisions is not something that they want to make. But they're very protective over the decision that they're making. They're not telling anybody about it. They have Libra and Sagittarius in their chart. Oh, they've been stuck in the same place for a while. Haven't moved forward for quite some time. Tell us about the fears. The lack of communication, the lack of intuition, the lack of insight about one's feelings, and the lack of that communication. Tell me more. Worried about blocked communication that has to do with your deep intuitive heart space. Tell me why. Because it puts you in a defensive space. It makes you feel defensive when people don't communicate with you how they're feeling. Because you put in a great deal of emotional investment for people to feel vulnerable enough with you to share their feelings. And it gives you a great deal of perspective when they don't. Time is like a broken watch. What is this? Fuck. Taking the time to gain perspective because you, there you go, gives you pause for thought because time is like a broken watch and the only time it's right is twice a day. And there are so many more minutes in the day and you can't afford to only be right twice a day. Especially about people. Okay, let's see this outcome. What is this meeting of the two that doesn't occur? Tell me for Taurus, what is this meeting of the two that doesn't occur in the future? Tell us about it. What is the meeting that doesn't occur? And it makes you actually have to deliberate about something moving forward. You now have to decide because the meeting doesn't happen. So what is it? Fool for a fool. And you know, it sucks because I don't read reversals in this deck, but it came out in the reverse. Fool for fool. You were taking a risk by deciding to show up for the meeting and the meeting never happened or doesn't happen in the future. You couldn't afford to take the risk to go through with the meeting in the first place. You showed up, somebody else didn't. What else? What else here? And by the way, that's Aries energy. It could be an Aries. You're watching what this person's doing, or they're watching what you're doing. You're worried that somebody would be watching what you're doing. But you went ahead with it anyway, but the other person didn't show up. Somebody is watching for the purpose of learning, or this is an observation for you. That's why you're driven into making a decision, because it shows you everything you need to know. I had already said that. Shows you everything you need to know that the meeting of the two didn't happen, even though you were willing to stick your neck out to have that meeting in the first place. Shows you their dishonesty, their treachery, that you were already in a precarious position in order to do it. You put yourself in a precarious position to do that. It made you learn something. Page of Swords is communication for the purpose of learning, but it's also observation for the purposes of learning. People often call it a stalker card. It's not necessarily, but it could be that you felt like somebody was observing you. Interestingly enough, we have Fool, for Page of Swords, for Page of Swords. Up in the outcome. You attempted to do your research before taking a risk, and it bit you in the ass anyway, because somebody didn't show up. They left you hanging. Now you have to make a decision, and you've been put into an awkward, difficult position as a result. Anything else? Tell me about Page of Swords and the Fool, even though I've got them right in the same line. We got two cards, the Moon. Now you're confused. You need to heal, take time for positive, pause for thought, pause for thought, pause for thought. Now you have to heal, take time for quiet repose, meditate on the situation, and figure out the best course of action. Deliberate. And you're confused. Your choices are not easy, and they're now shrouded in darkness, and you have to do everything during the cover of night and determine the best course of action. But there is no elimination there now. You actually literally have to self-reflect in order to find out what the best course of action was when you had already attempted to do so in the first place. It's like 1 step forward, 2 steps back, 3 steps forward. You're in no better of a position now than you were to begin with in that outcome. Something about nightmares, deception, illusion. Anything else? Taurus. This is about a partnership, a contract, the symphony of mind, body, spirit, friendship also. I feel like it's a contract or a partnership. You're going to take the high road, and you're going to play it safe. Because that would serve you best. Because you can't see everything when the light of the moon is all you have to go by. You don't know what's lurking behind every tree, rock, and bush. And you're not in a position any longer where you can survey the land because you already attempted to do so. You took enough risk in the first place. That's what I'm seeing that top line there. You know, this is the thing that I love about clarifying, and other people will say this too. So when you use multiple decks and the same cards show up in the same line, even though you've shuffled the shit out of everything in between readings and during the reading, and you still end up with the same cards in the same line, that's so validating for what you're seeing. Yeah, energy. There's a shocking, I don't read them in the reverse, right? There's a shocking event or shocking events that have been happening around you. Things that sideswipe you, things you were not expecting. Some are huge, some are not so huge. Some are just, how about that? I wasn't expecting that. But it's Scorpio energy. It's dismantling the structure in order to begin anew and make another structure on a new foundation. Okay. Magnetic poetry time. For you, Taurus. Hey man, I'm not like roses and, you know, smiley faces for tarot. Okay. Yeah. I just read the cards, you know, and I'm not going to tell you it's amazing. when it's not amazing. But don't worry, okay? You are the one who chooses, always, okay? Thanks for watching, Taurus. I hope you have a great September. I'll see you when I see it. If you like what I do or this made any sense, and if you aren't subscribed and you want to hang out, and you want to, you know, watch stuff in the future, which won't be as weird as the Celtic Cross, because I normally don't do the Celtic Cross, subscribe, okay? We'll see you when we see you next. Bye. And I think I had said this in a couple of other readings, but this is why I don't show my board, because you're not going to benefit from seeing this. Really. You're not going to benefit from seeing this. But if you wanted to, Page of Swords, the Fool. See? Page of Swords, the Fool. The Fool, Page of Swords. Yeah, that kind of thing. Anyway. All right, Kate. Bye.